Unfortunately, I didn't play this game in my childhood, but if your childhood was in the 90s, then I'm sure you played this little masterpiece. This game has everything you need to get your portion of fun. Look for treasure, defeat enemies and discover secrets. Just perfect. Here it is, DuckTales on NES. Hello, my name is Perseval and on this channel I talk about video games and more. And this time I really want to tell you about a cool game from the past, DuckTales. As I already said, I didn't play it as a kid, so I decided to complete it now. And what can I say? I got a bunch of emotion and enjoyment from playing it. But let's start from the beginning. The game was developed by Capcom, the same people who made Darkwing Duck, and I already talked about that in one of my previous videos. I'll leave the link in the description. The release happened way back in 1989, and it was a huge success. DuckTales became one of the best-selling NES games in history, over 1.6 million copies. But yes, if you compare it to Mario, it's not that much. Mario had over 40 million, but that is completely different story. The music was composed by Yoshihiro Sakaguchi, and I don't know how he pulled it off, but considering the weak hardware of that time, he created a miracle. And the Moon Theme became truly iconic and considered one of the greatest tunes in video game history. Just listen to it. The game has an interesting mechanic. When I first started playing, I didn't even immediately understand how to use it. It's called the pogo stick mechanic. Scrooge McDuck doesn't fight with his hand, but jump on his cane like on a stick, and that was a groundbreaking idea for its time. The goal of the game is to find 5 treasures on each level. The player can choose the order in which to complete them, and what even more interesting, the game has 3 different endings, but more of that a bit later. So, let's start with the Amazon. There we get to know the mechanic, meet monkey and ugly plants, and immediately understand that it's dangerous here, and the game won't be that easy. Back then games were much harder than now. The game is full of secrets and hidden passages, so each playthrough they surprise you again and again. Exploring all this is very fun. Oh, and this level is obviously a nod to Indiana Jones. At the end of the stage, we met our first boss, the Guardian statue. Beating him won't be too hard. After the victory, we will get the first of 5 treasures, the scepter of the Incan king. Next, we go to the African mines, and right away a surprise. We are not allowed into the level because we don't have the key, which can be found on another stage in Transylvania. Well, let's go there first. We don't stay long, grab the key we need, and return to Africa. There we encounter slugs and bats, but they are not too dangerous. The main thing while going towards the level is to collect and find as many treasures as possible. You can see the score at the top of the screen. That is important. I will explain why later. At the end of the level, we meet the Slug King, who is probably even easier than the previous boss. As a reward, we will get the coin of the Lost Realm. Scrooge is very happy, and I'm happy when you like my videos and leave comment. My previous video about the game Jackal get more views than usual exactly thanks to your activity. Thank you very much, and I suggest doing the same under this video. You really help me and motivate me to make more content. Now we can return to Transylvania and meet ghosts and vampires. The location is very atmospheric and felt a bit harder than the previous one. A lot of interesting enemies and so many secret passages and room. Really a lot. The boss here, Magica, the witch and probably my favorite villain in the game and the whole cartoon. She really reminds me Yennefer of Wingenberg. The fight with her is already more exciting and she will give you some head. So when you play it, you will enjoy it. As a reward, you get the third treasure, the coin of the Lost Realm. Next up, the Himalayas. And here comes the first serious problem. As you notice, there are a lot of snow on the stage, and our hero simply can't normally use his cane. He literally gets stuck in the snow when he jumps on it, and that's really cool detail on the game. It's annoying, but very creative. Here we have dodge various gods, literally, and search for the next treasure. It won't be easy because falling icicles will drop on your head, ice makes it slippery to walk, and there are spiders. Lots of spiders, pretty brutal. So let's head faster to the boss. On this stage it is Yeti. He's much easier than the stage itself, so the main thing is just to reach him. Congrats, you beat him and got to 4th treasure, the crown of Chinggis Khan. For reference, Chinggis Khan never wore crown, but who even cares? Ahead at the last level, the moon. Why exactly the moon and how we got there? I will leave that question to the developers, but this is where the legendary tune plays, and the level itself is very atmospheric. We fight aliens and even met Grand Creature from TMNT.
I hope you fail again.
We keep searching for treasure and collecting everything shiny. At the end we meet the boss, a giant rat. Yes, on the moon. Why does that surprise you? As a reward, you get the 5th treasure, the green cheese of longevity. All 5 treasures are collected, but somehow Magica steals everything and invited us back to Transylvania to fight the final boss, Dracula Duck. The battle will be hard, but I believe in your skill. After beating him, Magica and Flintheart Glomgold appear and they race to grab the stolen treasure. If you're the first, you beaten the game. And here comes the most interesting part. Remember I said there are 3 endings? Well, everything depends on how much money you collect toward the game. Just like in real life, I'm sure many of you didn't know this as kids. Most saw the normal ending, where Scrooge gets the treasure and is satisfied. Newspapers write about him and call him the richest duck in the world. But if you want a treasure and just rush out without collecting money, you will get the bad ending, where Scrooge is sad and newspaper write that he spent all his wealth searching for treasure and now must sell them to restore his empire. And if you collect everything as I recommended and end up with more than 10 millions, you get the special ending, where Scrooge stands on a mountain of money and really happy. That's the game DuckTales. There is also a second part and I will definitely tell you about it too, but first I need to complete it. Write in the comments if you played this masterpiece yourself and what memories it brings to you. My name is Perseval, play good games and don't forget where it all started. See you very soon, bye bye!